The Pay It Forest Coalition has a community discussion forum. The purpose of this tutorial is to highlight some of the basic functions of reading, writing, and sharing information. Reading the community forum for the coalition is available to anybody who has access to the coalition website can read the discussion topics. There is no account required. All of the active discussion threads are posted by default, and clicking on any single heading will display the entire contents of that post. You'll notice that in this French Creek proposals, there is a number. The number indicates the total number of comments that have been posted as part of that discussion. Over here on the right is an area called Spaces. Spaces are essentially file folders, a way of organizing the discussion topics into categories. Currently, there are 4 meetings, which will contain any agendas or draft meeting notes. Draft documents is intended for any recommendations document that is under review, recommendations from the coalition to the Forest Service. General discussion is a kind of a catch-all category, and then land allocation committee is the 4th category. Just for an example, if we click on any one of these, say the Land Allocation Committee, then displayed on the screen are only the discussions that fit into that topic. By clicking on back to all spaces, you return to the screen that has all current discussion threads on it. One other item to notice in the overall structure is up here in the upper left-hand corner is Home. If you click on Home, that will bring you back to the coalition website and all the menu options that are available there. Writing on the discussion forum does require an account. If you go to this button, Write a Post, it will bring up a login screen. If you do not currently have an account, there is a button down at the bottom to create a new account. And there are 2 main options here. One is to create your account by entering your email address and then creating a password. The other options are to use an existing social media account. So if you have a Google account or a Facebook or LinkedIn account, you can use those as options, and then you don't need to create an additional password. Once you have your account set up, it's then possible to post a new discussion thread. It begins with selecting a space. Remember, these are the file folders essentially. So let's say I have a general discussion topic, and I'll just make up one about interesting article. When you click in what will be the body of the text, there are formatting options that pop up. There are 3 different headings that will give you different text fonts. You can also upload an image or even a video, for example, for a YouTube video, and then you can use bullet points as part of the formatting and also quote. But let's just say that I have found this interesting article on Forest Service wildfire strategy. If you highlight any of the text that you've written, there are some additional formatting options. You can make it bold, italic, even insert code, which I don't think any of us will use much. But probably the most useful is that in this case, if you have an article that you would like to post, you can just insert the link, and then the link will automatically be inserted and the text highlighted accordingly. Then when you're done, you publish the article, and it goes back to the list of current topics. Also notice up in this part of the screen there are 3 dots. If you do need to edit, you can click on those 3 dots, select the edit option, and go back and make corrections to the text that you've entered. And in this case, since this is just an example, I'm going to return to those 3 dots and select the remove option to remove this article from the discussion forum topics. One final topic for the forum software is the email notifications of new content. There are a couple of ways that you can customize that for your own preferences. In the right, there is click on Notifications and then Settings. There is an option here to turn them on or off. And I think probably more useful is to leave it on Daily Digest. Now keep in mind that you'll only receive an email notification daily if there is new content on that day. If somebody either posts a new discussion thread or a member comments on a discussion thread, you'll get an email notifying you of that new content. The other approach, remember that we have spaces, essentially file folders. If you select any one of these, it will indicate that you have joined that discussion space. If there, in this example, if you don't want to receive updates on draft documents, you can simply click on that and leave the notification for that category. To close the tutorial, I'll just give you an example of the appearance and format of an email notification. As I was creating new discussion threads in one day, I received this email from the forum letting me know that there had been several topics that were new and introduced. You can select either individual topics or else select the button to see all posts. One final item, if you do notice that these messages are going to a spam folder, the simplest thing to do is to add pureboard.com to your list of approved senders, and then you should receive them as you would normally receive any other email.